Did you know, young people, did you know that bats send out a sound through their mouths, and that sound comes back and it tells them where to go? It's this emitting of a signal called echolocation. Sends out and the echo comes back and it tells them not just where objects are, but how big they are and what shape they are. It's pretty cool what these bats can do through echolocation. And that way, they can find where the bugs are as they're flying around, and they can find out where the objects are so they don't hit anything. Well, there was a young man who had a pet bat, and he cared for and loved this bat. And the bat had gotten accustomed to him and to the room, and the young boy would let the bat out when he came into the room. And when he let the bat out, he would call the bat, and the bat would come to the boy. And the boy would take out some bugs, I've got some in my pocket, and would throw the bugs out, here you go. And as he did that, the bat would just fly to that specific location and scoop up the little insect and eat it. And so the boy would experiment and kind of throw the little bug in different ways, in odd angles, and he'd throw it that way. And the bat amazingly would turn around and swoop over there and just eat this bug right away. It's like, wow, incredible. Well, one hot day, the room was so hot, the boy was trying to read, couldn't concentrate, and so the window was open, the screen was there, so no one could get out, the bat couldn't get out. The boy said, I need to get a fan. So he climbed up to the attic, and he found an old fan that kind of looked like this, with this grill really big like that, except this is a heater. This is all I had, it's old. And he put it down, and he turned it on to low because he was really hot. So he turned it on, and he sat back down to read. But the boy didn't realize that he put the bat in danger until it was too late. The bat came out of its cage and began to fly around, and then the boy noticed the bat was going to go toward the fan that was spinning at about 800 revolutions per minute, that blade. But of course, it was big like this. Well, he realized, oh my goodness, I put this bat in danger, and sure enough, the bat went right to the fan, and the boy was like, oh no, the bat! And as the bat went in, the boy kind of looked away because surely that bat was going to die, and the bat went, to his amazement, right through the fan. Didn't even touch a blade. Because of its echolocation, it knew exactly where the blades were and how fast it could go through there, and the bat was fine. Whoa! I thought I was going to lose the bat, said the boy. But then this thought came. The thought said, I wonder if I turn the fan on to high to about 1,200 revolutions per minute, what the fan will do. So that fan really went going. And I know he knew that it was against his better judgment, but he couldn't help himself. And sure enough, the bat took on the challenge. And it came right down to the fan. And the boy was like, oh no! And the bat went right to the fan. But at the split last second, it did a 90-degree turn. And it scooped out the other way because the echolocation signals told him at the very last second it was dangerous. And he couldn't and shouldn't do it. Woo! Did you know that you and I have a type of echolocation inside of our heads, inside of our thoughts and minds? God has put echolocation in you, and it's called God's Word and God's thoughts. And as you speak out, as the words of God go out of you, and as your thoughts go up to heaven, God helps you detect where those objects are, where the spiritual good food is, and where the things that hurt you are so that you can avoid them. So, my dear friends and church family, who of you want to have this kind of echolocation from God? Yes, I believe we all do, so that we can find that spiritual nourishment and avoid the things that we don't need, those obstacles. You may go back to your seats.